This is MrBeast's Minecraft Civilization video. It's 52 minutes long, and going through it, you can find me. Look, that's my shoulder. And if you keep looking, I'm actually not in any other scenes. Weird, considering I was a leader of one of the biggest nations in the entire event. Look, here's the finale scene. I was there, but MrBeast hid my name. Now, I'm not mad at MrBeast. I know exactly why he cut me from the video. I ended up having one of the most unique perspectives of the whole event. So, I want to share the unshared story. The good and bad of MrBeast's Minecraft Civilization Boys vs. Girls event. On day one, I spawned in and looked around for a place to live. That's when I noticed something. The guys were kinda just doing their own thing. No one really cared about teamwork or communication. But after just a little bit of talking and finding a perfect spot, I founded a nation. Goober Bay. It would be a paradise. A place to get away from all the politics, fighting, and most importantly, the cooties. To my surprise, a lot of people loved the idea. I mean, the Discord got over 100 people, already making us one of the biggest groups in the entire event. We are here for one reason, to win. Look around you. These are your friends, allies. Your only enemy are those beyond the wall. So let's support each other and make Goober Bay the best place to live. It made sense. There was a common enemy, so why even bother fighting? A bonus is that we were all in the same age group, and it's really easy for guys to get along.
You know what? Take a flower.
By the middle of day one, I'd pretty much talked to every member of Goober Bay and had made a ton of friends.
Hi, Pear.
Yo, what's good, Ish? This is Goober Bay. It's it's not much right now, but it's a place to escape from the cooties.
You're really scared of catching the cooties?
In a couple days, this will be the biggest civilization on the world. My plan is like, I'm kind of the leader, but I'm not the leader. I don't want a leader. Everyone is pleased to do as they want.
So the vibes here are they're very free. They're very loose.
Free.
Tell me about
Relax.
Very free. Right, guys?
We have
Yeah,
Batman
bro,
on our side.
100%. That's why I joined, man.
it. You are quite close to the girls. Are you scared that they might see that as a, I don't know,
We
line of
love
aggression?
we picked this spot for a reason. I'll say that.
Would you care to elaborate?
You'll see on like day 6 or 7.
How do you have full diamond armor?
We're just goaded over here at Goober Bay, dude.
I wish you guys luck. I'll be back.
Judging by the
Goodbye.
name, I do not want to join Goober Bay. I'm
Oh
good.
man, dude, the name's the best part. Now, little did I know that this Avoma guy that showed up in full diamond armor would turn out to be one of the most influential players in the entire event. He came from a group called the Veterans, which was way in the back of the boy side with most of the other civilizations. And just looking at these builds, you can see how serious we were taking this. The Veterans had a massive castle with a huge statue in front of it. There was the university, ran by my friend Lingalini. He became really popular from Ish's Rich vs. Poor video. He was the guy doing the Mario voice the whole time.
Welcome to the Mafia.
And then there was the biggest and strongest group, the Boys Next Door. Marked with a massive castle in the mountains, they were there to send a message. Don't mess with us, because they had by far the best PvPers in the server. The guy in charge? Well, his name was Triple Lion. A top 150 player in the game. Thankfully though, I'm friends with him as well. And so, by the end of day one, there was already some kind of an alliance between Goober Bay, the university, and Boys Next Door. And this was important because yes, this is a boys versus girls event, but some of the guys were starting to get an idea. A bad one. See, the prize was $50,000 split among the members of the winning team. So if 400 guys were left at the end, that's $125 for everyone. But let's say there was a group of 50 guys who decided, hey, let's kill every other guy before we win. At just 50 people left, they would get $1,000 each. At the end of the day, it meant that you could never fully trust anyone. There were those who were only in it for the money, and they could be right next to you. And to make things even worse, at the start of day 2, PvP was turned on, meaning from now on, anything can happen.
I mean, someone covered an entire mountain in water, so...
Yeah. I was thinking about making my... Oh my god!
On day 2, I woke up to a Discord ping. Someone in Goober Bay sent me this video.
Whoever made that, fuck you!
When I saw this, I almost started freaking out. I mean, I thought the guys were already going insane and fighting each other and setting traps. So I quickly logged on and went to inspect for myself. I reached the mountains at the end of the map expecting chaos, but 2 guys start filling me in and suddenly it all makes sense. That hole where my Goober Bay buddy fell in, it was made by a man, but it wasn't meant to be a trap. It was actually their way of finding diamonds, and they even offered to show me. Because the mountains were filled with black concrete powder, what you could do is mine until you see the concrete powder, then place a torch under it and watch it all fall down and see how many diamonds you got. This meant that the mountains were simultaneously the best place to be and the worst. It felt like in day 2, dudes were dying left and right. Even after we told people to avoid the mountains, they didn't listen. One thing to note is that every boy and girl death was announced in chat for everyone to see, so because we were keeping track, by the end of day 2, we were losing. And it was all our fault. I was extremely proud of Goober Bay. While I was gone, we solved our food issue, made our town hall, and geared every member with iron or better armor. The best part though, not a single person from Goober Bay had died. We were locked in. And as much as I just wanted to ignore the other nations of the boys and focus on building Goober Bay, I knew I couldn't. Because one nation kept getting brought up. Raft City. Focused on building the Bridge of Peace, their goal was to unite the boys and the girls to split the prize money. The person leading this idea was Jaw Unleashed. Now, I actually know Jaw as well. Like Triple and Lingalini, he's a member of Ish's State SMP, so whatever this meeting is, it should go smoothly.
The main thing I would like to bring up, the actual workability of the Island of Peace actually working out right now. I think that one of the major reasons why we can't do that at this point is because of this border.
I think leaders of nations that would like to have peace, we should form a peace pact of some kind.
One thing that me and Triple definitely wanted to bring up in this meeting was obviously how we had talked to one of the admins about a possible change in the living condition of the event.
It was a crazy idea. I mean, world peace? We didn't even think that was an option until now. See, my main problem with this event, and a lot of Civ event veterans agree with me, is that the whole boys versus girls theme kinda sucks. This event was marketed as a Civ event, but it's not really one if we're forced to go to war on day 7. Now, it's clear why MrBeast did this, he just wanted a good video, but this idea that we could somehow unite both sides and literally create our own ending excited me, and I was fully on board. After all, I wasn't really in this for the money, I just wanted a good video. But the hard part was gonna be convincing all the other guys. Day 3 started with something I was not expecting. The nation right next to us had encroached on our land to make their build, and we didn't know how to feel about it. They called themselves Iron Crest, and their goal was to build a massive castle, defend themselves if war came, and not interact with any other nation. This kinda sucked because I needed to figure out if we were chill. So I barged in there and asked for their leader. And I met this guy who was very nice. He actually explained how Iron Crest is led by 3 leaders at once. And so we basically just talked things out. You know, we're neighbors, we're on the same team. There's really no reason to fight, so they said they were sorry and I accepted that. You may have also realized something. If you saw the MrBeast video, you probably remember that Iron Crest, like Goober Bay, was never mentioned in the video. And that's because they cut a lot of groups to simplify the story. This is our current map. Iron Crest and Goober Bay are pretty close to the border. Raft City is kind of by itself. The veterans were still housing Avoma. We'll get to that soon. Like I said earlier, the boys next door were in the back of the mountains, and the funniest of all, the university was in the mountains, but in the video, MrBeast called it the Lingalini University, when the real name was actually Domnall University. I don't know why they did this, but at least Lingalini thought it was funny. There were also more groups that the video cut. The Pharaohnate, which built a massive pyramid in the desert, and Fun. Yes, that's their actual name. They were also in the mountains and were actually the ones responsible for tracking every death. And hey, since I'm sharing so many secrets that MrBeast didn't, if you're enjoying the video, please subscribe. It helps me a lot and it's free. That being said, I think we finally need to talk about Avoma. Now, if you saw MrBeast's video, you probably know that we had a villain on the boys' side. It actually all started on day 1. After I met Avoma in his full diamond armor, I had no idea that minutes later, he would kill someone, and that would be his first victim. Day after day, he would take out players, and was even working with someone on the girls' team to lower the total amount of people in the event, just because they could. The girl was named Foxily. And whenever she killed another girl, we cheered our iconic catchphrase, Diva Down. Foxily and Avoma played this role so well that I didn't even know they were working together until the video came out. And that brings us to now, where I'm in a meeting with all the other leaders, deciding what to do about Avoma. I was also late to this meeting, so it was pretty easy for MrBeast to cut me again, but I'm not mad, I just think it's really funny. Feastables taste like shit. Now back to Avoma, you might be thinking he's killed a bunch of guys. What else is there to talk about? Well, about that, remember how I said he's a member of the veterans? Well, that's where we were now. We were all called here by the leader of the veterans himself, El Deathly. So of course he's gonna try to convince us that one of his own is innocent. Not only that, but Avoma is smart. Earlier in the day, he teamed up with another killer, Mateo, and this guy was just as feared as Avoma.
Oh shit, no, we gotta go now.
Alright, yeah.
But then suddenly in chat, we see Mateo died and was slain by Avoma. I froze in place. Avoma was moving like one of the craziest villains I've ever seen, like Aizen from Bleach. His plan was to kill Mateo to look good, and thought that maybe he could convince people that all the kills he got in chat were from self-defense.
Guys, it was self-defense.
Self-defense.
It was a crazy plan, but all that mattered is if people would buy it. And just to turn the odds a little more, the trial would be held in the Veterans Courtyard first thing tomorrow.
We're here for a trial, and that is the trial of Avoma.
I believe that Avoma should not be getting away with this. There has been so many deaths on this server, and it's only been 4 days.
I will hand it over to the prosecution.
All of these so-called murders were in an act of self-defense. If someone is attacking you, you have the right to defend yourself and attack them back. On all these instances, Avoma pleads that this is self-defense, and that is why he committed these so-called murders. I want to call Foinks to the stand as a witness. You were there at the time of the double murder. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. 3 individuals rolled up on Avoma, claiming they wanted to give him diamonds. We set up a trap. We thought they were going to kill him. And before you know it, they started attacking Avoma. We pulled the trap. One of them dies. We chase one of them down. Another one dies. And that's full self-defense.
I'm just letting you guys know. Execution is not on the table here. The leaders have already...
Order in my court. Rigged trial. Why is execution off the table?
The trial was going nowhere. Avoma had failed to convince everyone that he was innocent, and people wanted justice. But the veterans kept refusing to convict one of their own, and so, facing no other option, Avoma ran.
He's running.
The boys' side now had a killer on the loose, so people started preparing for the worst. People were setting up traps in their own house, people were making hidden bunkers, and with all this going on, there were still a decent amount of people in the mountains actively searching for Avoma. I was in a meeting with the other leaders to discuss what the hell to do, but El Deathly, the leader of the veterans, who was right next to me, would not calm down.
Even if we don't necessarily go to chase and kill him, the longer you harbor and support his continued survival, the longer the veterans are going to be looked at in a negative light.
So what exactly is the outcome you guys are suggesting? You want us to eliminate him? I don't see a reason to lower our player count even further. We genuinely believe he will not cause problems again.
The 2 easiest options that we have all come to the conclusion of, besides you, El Deathly, is either to expel him from your group or to kill him.
I don't think we can sign this alliance treaty with the veterans right now if you're going to be acting this way.
He left.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I guess he's not signing that.
Finally, Avoma the demon was dead. I gotta be honest, I've never seen anything like the reaction the boys had. I mean, some guys were cheering with people they were fighting with 10 minutes earlier, and this is the moment I realized the Beast Civilization storyline might actually be something special. And while the girls' lead slipped, the boys' side celebrated the dawn of a new day. Day 5 was fucking awesome. I just gotta say it, man. For the first time since day 1, there was no threat. Goober Bay was able to make the place look really good. I gotta shout out Faz, our head builder. This was also the day we got to learn more about each other. Like, unironically, we spent 30 minutes fishing on my house because the only way to get a saddle in this event was through fishing. A 1% chance, by the way. But yeah, this was just a great time to chill and even talk strategy a little.
And plus, the court of opinion right now in the chat, people want him dead, and I feel like it's much better for him to be killed before more of us die.
What?
Exactly.
I agree with that. I agree. We were having a great time. In fact, maybe too great of a time. Gather around and step on up to see the one, the only, world's highest water bucket clutch. Earlier in the day, one of the members of Goober Bay came to me with an idea. As the quote-unquote leader of the group, I hated it. But as a participant in the event and a content creator, I loved it. So I said it was up to him. His idea was to host an event at Goober Bay to unite all of the spirits of the guys. Morale was high, so why not make it even higher? Why not perform an MLG water bucket clutch from the height limit for everyone to see? He ultimately decided that he would do it, so you know I had to go all in. I invited everyone on the boys' side to come to the Goober Bay stage to witness history. A lot of people said don't do it, but then they came anyways to watch. And yeah, while I kind of also agree, this was his choice. Plus, I told him he would make it in the video. Please give a round of applause to our stunt actor. Not really actor because he could really die. Bonkers Jack. We think the show will end with a good ending. He either lands it and becomes a legend, or he dies and unites us. Is everyone ready? Yeah. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go! This, ladies and gentlemen, is why women live longer. I gotta be honest. This was also an especially sad moment because I realized it was the first death from Goober Bay. And all I can say is at least he committed to his idea. Looking at his recording though, it looks like he hits it, but the lag was so bad, the timing was probably way off. The rest of day 5 was pretty relaxing, I gotta be honest. We were able to finish a lot of our builds. Everyone had really everything they needed, so we all logged off happily, unaware of the absolute nightmare that would occur the next day.
Welcome everybody to the All Boys Summit. We wanted to bring you all here today to talk about the possibility of what lies ahead for our civilization and all of our groups here. I know many of us do not agree on what we should be doing about not only the boys, but also the girls as well. I also have had contact with the girls as well, and we do have a unification act that is starting to come to fruition. Things are divided over there, but we're not doing much better. Our unification was having issues yesterday. We've talked it out. They are currently talking it out with their leadership for their unity on their side. It may be a competition, but that doesn't mean that we have to be animals and take out every single girl that we see.
Can I please?
Yeah, Phil.
Let down speed.
Alright, so currently the guys are in what you would call a huge problem. I guess I forgot to mention this, but on day 7, the border separating the boys and the girls would be dropped. And while I don't think MrBeast actually said that, all the guys kind of assumed it's pretty obvious. If MrBeast wants a war at the end, we'll give him a war. And this is where I really gotta give Ja Unleashed credit, because he was truly fighting for the peace ending. Throughout all the meetings with the leaders, we were on board with this plan, but every time I would talk to guys, they were not interested in peace. This meeting was actually set up by Ja to somehow convince all the other guys to go for the peace ending. And just as it was about to start, the worst possible thing happened.
Attention everyone, attention. me.
Out of complete left field, Ish hopped on the server and made an announcement. The boys and girls would have to elect one leader to represent them. And at the end of the day, they would decide if the ending is war or peace. The catch though, the prize money would remain at 50,000. And if people chose peace, you would have to split with more people. Everyone in the circle started chanting Triple Lion, and he was quickly elected our leader. He was strong, friendly, and most importantly, was willing to go to war. From then on, John knew he was merely a spectator. As for the rest of the guys, we ran to the tower to watch everything unfold.
We love Triple Lion. He's my goat.
What do you actually think is going to happen up there?
I would imagine there's probably going to be a discussion with the other representative. I'd imagine that there's going to be some sort of deal involved with the admins, but I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I don't know what the nature of that deal will be.
What is your philosophy going up there? What do you want to achieve?
I want to achieve good representation of the beliefs of all the boys. I want to ensure that our interests are well represented towards the admin team, so that we have the most chance to make as much money getting out of this as possible.
Yeah, let's go! Are you going up there more to make peace or war?
It depends what the girls do. It depends. But if they want war, then war they will have.
Boys, how do you feel going into this? You ready?
Listen, Narnia, I think that the way to prevent the murder of all of you is to allow some of you to survive as lesser numbers, despite us being alive.
Well, the rule falls either way if I live or die, right? I'd rather everyone walk out with at least something.
But this is what you're not understanding. They will murder you. When they know that the money is being split with you, they will take your cut of the cake.
If that happens, I'm okay with it.
Narnia, it's not about your side, it's about mine.
I know.
They won't back down. I have to maintain the lives of my own. I'm sorry, Narnia.
Oh my god!
What?
Oh,
what the fuck? Yeah.
What?
Run away. It was a duel. And that was it. Tomorrow, war would come. The leaders had one final meeting to discuss battle plans, and with Ja being against the choice Triple Lion made, he asked us to take his life. So we did. And again, I want to give Ja credit. He played such a good character in this event. And even though he didn't get his goal, his death did unite the boys even more. The girls' side, however, was in shambles. Not only were they losing, but their morale was in the dumpster. Their one leader they thought they could trust was dead. And before the epic war, I do want to say I really tried to find info on the girls' side to put in this video, but I couldn't find a lot. I had a lot of friends on that side, and they just said it was a shit show. I mean, my editor for this video was on the girls' side, and was in shock how productive we were and how well we got along. But that being said, it was time for everyone to log off and wait for day 7. Day 7 started with us looking at the sky. It was MrBeast.
Come on, Jimmy.
Little more behind the scenes, this was actually the first time he was ever on the server. The intro he did in the video, that wasn't live. The sponsor segment wasn't live, but day 7 was live. So everyone in Goober Bay got together and looked at each other for possibly the final time. Just 7 days earlier, we were strangers, and now we would be fighting a war together. As we waited for the border to drop, we said bye to Ironcrest. They of course would be staying in their castle, and met up with the veterans and the boys next door to raid the girls' side. We were ready, and the amount of energy was overwhelming. In fact, I can only think of one song that would do this part justice.
Shatter the wall!
Kill the women! Kill all the women! Alright, we're here. They tried building a wall, but that's nothing for us! Oh, it's happening!
Tell you.
We're cooking, it's 9-1. Oh my god! Hey, there's 3 up there in the tower.
There's a trap here.
Yeah, watch out. They got traps. We saw you. Hey guys, wanna back us up?
Oh, I see one! I see one! I see 3! I barely survived. I barely survived. I'm at 3 hearts.
I'm getting shot. No.
Yeah, there's a lot.
On the tower.
Alright, block them off. Call more men.
Oh, is it traps? Oh,
Oh my god, I fell in water.
Nice. Careful, get out. Go, get out.
Maybe some trap.
Can someone take the water?
Yeah, I got her.
Let's go! Nice! Let's go! This is brutal. There's no way they're winning. This is a disaster for them. It's 78-6. Are we going up?
They're shooting arrows?
They cut the water off. We gotta just jump down.
Y'all trying to attack the sky base?
Nolan, I lost my horse. Have you seen a horse called Nolan's mom?
No, I can't say that I have.
There's like 50 or 100 in there.
Holy shit. Oh, watch out. Above us, they're building. They built like a little...
they're placing drips down.
This is crazy, dude. I'm gonna be a part of this.
Keep going under. They don't want it. They don't want the pressure. Careful. They didn't think we could do it.
Let's go! Push! Push!
Be careful, they're fishing right against. I'm going.
Where's the water source? At?
Oh shit!
Keep coming.
Oh shit! I got up! Get up! I'm breaking!
Somebody's almost there.
We got this!
You guys are not gonna be like that.
5 seconds.
GG's! Oh my god, they survived. Let's go!
Good job. I love you all. Thank you so much.
If you are a boy, you are receiving your share of 50,000.
It was a slaughter, and we won with 340 boys remaining. If you're wondering, yes, I did get sent the $147, and I'm glad I lived to the end. But we still need to talk about one more thing. The video. I already told you that MrBeast cut some things, so I was making this video to get a more behind the scenes look. And unfortunately, I also couldn't include everything. There were even more groups I couldn't mention. There were events I went to that I couldn't fit in the story. And I think that's the problem, yet also the cool thing about these events. There's 500 POVs. You literally can't include everything. So you gotta streamline the story somehow. I gotta be honest, personally, I thought the video was okay. It was 52 minutes, yet it somehow also felt rushed. And my take is that I think it felt a little too much like an ish video. I think if he brought a little bit more MrBeast back in, like maybe having some challenges or something, it would have been more unique. Also, the boys versus girls thing has to go, man. But I also know this about MrBeast. He loves learning and he loves improving. And I do think if he tries this again, it will be way better. So hopefully if that happens, I'm in the next one. Long live Goober Bay. Thank you so much for watching. And let me know if you want to see more videos in this style. My POV from Ish's Purge event will be out this year, hopefully. So please subscribe. I'm cooking up some Minecraft videos this year.